face in your face.
Very good afternoon to everyone. You joining with me Siva as the host of the ABC TV channel. Today I'm going to interview a group of people from XYZ company on how human resource department works to overcome this COVID-19 crisis. Before that, I would like to introduce the CEO of the XYZ company, Ms. Naga, two representatives from the Human Resource Head Department, Ms. Darshini and Ms. Aini, then the two employees, Ms. Chai Zuan and Ms. Choi Ting. Okay, guys, how you are doing today?
I'm doing good, Miss Yuva. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing amazing as you see. Ms. Naga, I have a question for you. What is the main concern for the leaders during this crisis? Can you briefly tell us about it on behalf of all the leaders out there?
The main concern for the leader during the crisis is the great health safety awareness. Most of the factory experience four stages of psychological processes. Firstly, high risk and health awareness issue will remain the main value of COVID-19 safety procedure. This will motivate the employees to the behavior adaptation towards the work. As a CEO, I create the better health and awareness environment in my company is the main development of COVID-19 since 2020 to all employees and leaders around. Employees and leaders are more aware of the health risk of COVID-19 crisis and they will move into the health and risk awareness since early of 2020. Even some of employees and leaders believe that the crisis also attacking their beloved family members since it's spreading virus within one to another. Next, as CEO, the main issue that I concern as leader during the crisis is safety compliance with my company's staff. Safety compliance brings a meaning as safety tasks an individual carried out to maintain the safety of the workplace and the workers. This includes safety procedure, personal protective equipment like masks. Safety compliance will always influenced by the leaders and employee knowledge on the pandemic and the safety it will be the basic routine of an organization practice.
That's good, Ms. Naga. Ms. Darshini, as the Human Resource Department head, how do you rise to challenges you face during this COVID-19 pandemic?
Thank you, Miss Yuva. As the leader of Human Resource Department, firstly, I would like to say that I'm a dilemma at first, but no matter what is the problem, there is always a way out. As we are doing business, economic crisis is a big trouble where we need to ensure our business and employees' daily life doesn't affect badly. Therefore, as a leader, I rise up to face the challenge of COVID-19 pandemic by being a quick and decisive leader. To tell the truth, leaders has no room for indecisions when the world had health crisis. We leaders need to respond in a timely manner to face the pandemic situations every day. Even though not all information and decisions are accurate every time, but identifying obstacles quickly would be easier. Next, as a leader, we need to understand the feeling of our employees too. Facing pandemic might lead them to anxiety and fear. Therefore, as a leader, we need to understand their mental state and try to comfort them accordingly. Giving them hope that we will face pandemic together can calm them up. Lastly, retain the employees. Every workers have different working difficulty and they do have different priorities and distractions too. As the leader, I would like to mingle with my workers as a friend. I will constantly contact and pay attention to their communicating goals and priorities. Not only that, by highlighting our best aspects can also improve the employee's health state. And that's how I face pandemic crises like COVID-19, Miss Yua. Thank you.
If that was the case, what are the strategies does the HR department follow to overcome the external threats?
Not only internal threats, external threats also give a lot of impact to one's business. So when these kind of situations happen, we Human Resource Department find solution to overcome these external threats like competition, technology disruptions, and natural disasters. We also find out that health hazards like COVID-19 are also one of these external threats. To overcome these threats, we adopt a safety-first strategy by planning an absolute priority on maintaining workplace health and safety during the pandemic, even at the cost of financial loss. These strategies divide management to proactively take a COVID-19 safe measure and safeguard employees' physical health, promoting the importance of safety to its employees and actively participating in daily safety routine. The next strategy is survival as a social responsibility. Research suggests that corporate social responsibility should also extend to intern stakeholders such as employees to engage in activities that directly addresses employees' personal and family needs that are above and beyond legal requirements. In front of this crisis, working to provide job security is one of the most important goals of firms so our employees can keep their job and support their families during difficult times. These both strategies help us to head to overcome the external threats during COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you.
I'm glad that you shared me such an information. This may help some other HR department out there. Ms. Saizwan, what are the effects of the COVID-19 crisis on employees?
Since COVID-19 is primarily a health crisis, employers must take responsibility for keeping us safe and ensuring that the employees and customers are not exposed to infections. Physical distancing has been central to effort and tackle the spread of the virus around the world and must be priority for employers. However, this presents challenges for business is in industries such as manufacturing, where the traditional way of working involves people being closely gathered together on productions and processing lines. Aside from that, our communication became less frequent during the COVID-19 pandemic because we didn't have many opportunities to communicate for extended period of time and face-to-face.
If that was the case, how does the employees overcome this problem?
During these challenging times, our company was provided the most effective way to overcome these problems. Our company was supporting different populations of workers and ensuring fairness across the whole workforce. Our company are encouraged to monitor our health for those who must still physically report to work. An example would be to test employees for symptoms such as fever before they report to work. Other precautions that can be taken include maintaining a safe distance, providing protective clothing. Furthermore, it is critical that all critical contact information, including emergency contact information for all employees, be updated during this time. Other than that, our company prefer to use online meeting for those who work from home when they encounter problems. Thank you.
That's a great tip for all the employees who suffered during this pandemic, Ms. Chaizwan. So, Ms. Aini, what are the strategies to support the employee through a crisis during this pandemic?
During the pandemic, many of employees have been cut off their employment. It will affect their income. So, as a leader, we must be prepared in any situation to support our employees. One of the strategies is online collaboration. Through these strategies, it's simple to assume the employees who work remotely will be productive if they have appropriate technology tools. Besides that, also might lead to conflict among the employees and the leaders. Moreover, individual support also one of the strategies. Through these strategies, employees feel they receive the tailored support what they need to achieve their goals when leaders demonstrate a grasp of their requirement, preference, and circumstances. As a leader, we need to assist the employees. It will reduce their stress and increase favorable feeling toward them. Siwa?
Yeah. Apart from supporting the employees, what are the human resource department support your leaders in times of this crisis, Miss Aini?
For me, be a link between employees and leaders was more important as a support during this pandemic. Human Resource Department need to voice employees' concern about work, suggest solution to leaders, and make sure leaders listen to and provide psychologist empowerment and supervisory support for their employees at the time of crisis. They also need to keep employees updated and informed of the current state of business, essential to easy them. Other than that, adopting appropriate strategies to handle the situation. Other than that, adopting appropriate strategies to handle the situation. This is because during the pandemic, employees are facing challenges with new work environment. This is essential for supervisors to become more flexible as employees are also prepared to adjust the new situation. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Aini, and that would help the employees in your company well. So, Miss Naga, what are the leadership competencies required during and post times of the crisis?
To face pandemic like COVID-19, we need leaders who use available data and information to make informed decisions and take action that are effective and timely. During crisis, not of all data and information are available, and to collect them according need a lot of effort and patience. To make informed decisions, leaders need must to be able to understand from the information. That may mean sorting through sometimes conflict and often challenging data from their medical expert and acting rightly to mitigate risk, or maybe consulting with economics, food supply personnel, education minister to minimize the impact to all the things that we often take for granted in Western society. On other hand, that may mean sorting out sometimes conflict and often challenging the dates from their medical expert and approach it to mitigate risk. There are few effective leadership skills to overcome the crisis management. This skill help both mentor-mentee to overcome their rise at working environment and motivate them to keep strong and keep on working. The effectiveness of leadership skill is self-awareness. The leader should be conscious about their own decision and be confident agree to it. Thank you.
Thank you for your knowledge, Miss Naga. Miss Chaiting, what does employees expect from the leaders during this kind of crisis?
As an employee, I expect our leaders during this crisis get help from human resources development. The role of HR development becomes critical and emphasizes the significance of human capital's well-being during a crisis. Therefore, in promoting their health, value, and organizational need to take care of their most valued asset, human capital. For example, HR development practitioners can reduce employee stress during a crisis. Another human resources development role is to be linked between employees and leaders. They need to voice employees' concern about work, suggest solutions to leaders, and make sure leaders listen to and provide psychological empowerment and supervisory support for their employees during the crisis. They also need to keep employees updated and informed of the current state of the business is essential. Furthermore, as an employee, I expect our leaders during this health crisis get help from supervisory support, adopting appropriate strategy to handle a crisis situation will help organizations prepare for and respond to COVID-19 situations and minimize its adverse impact on stakeholders. During uncertain times, morale is low and jobs get threatened as the economy suffers. Leaders can support supervisors by boosting motivations and frequenting engagement with employees. During this pandemic, employees are facing challenges with the new work environment. This is essential for business leaders and supervisors to become more flexible as employees are also unprepared and need to adjust to the new situations. Supervisory support can help leaders increase employee retention. This advantage can positively impact the organization's performance during and after the crisis.
Those are very relatable expectations from an employee towards their management, Ms. Chui Ting. And thank you so much for everyone for spending your precious time today plus sharing some extra information with us and the viewers.
We are more grateful than you to being here and thank you for the nice section, Miss Yuwa.
With this, signing off with Miss Yuwa from ABC TV channel. Thank you and see you tomorrow.